Before we begin, I just want to apologize for my voice. I'm currently fighting a head cold as this all has been happening, but I honestly couldn't wait any longer to get my thoughts out, so if I sound weird, that's why. Thank you. What has transpired over the last 48 plus hours in the Tarkov community is nothing short of a disaster. With the reveal and release of their new edition of the game, the Unheard edition, players are now being asked to spend an additional $100 to upgrade from Edge of Darkness, or an egregious $250 for the biggest and baddest version of the game if it's your first time buying a copy. For comparison, I've played League of Legends since 2014, a free-to-play game where you can buy skins for the characters, and I've spent less than $250 on that game in a decade. And now BSG is asking new players to cough that up for items and bonuses that have gone past the point of cosmetic only. It's a shame and an absolute disgrace to every single person who has supported their game with their own time and money. A flagrant disregard to the community as a whole, a slap in the face, and a harsh reminder that companies don't owe you shit. True colors and intentions have been shown today, and the easiest way to speak against it is to not buy it. But let's be real for a second. Everyone that plays this game is a grown-ass adult, or at least I hope you are. What you do with your money is your choice to make, and yours alone. Am I, or should I, talk shit to anyone who decides to get this bigger version of the game? No. If you are financially sound and have the expendable income to do so, that's your prerogative. Obviously, BSG needs the money more than you do, or at least that was the initial impression. They must be in more dire financial straits than we thought. Or they just want to nickel and dime us. Or they're just genuinely fucking stupid and don't know how to add monetizable things to Tarkov that don't ruin the balance of the game completely. I've given them enough benefit of the doubt. It'll be now 7 years I've known about this game. Here it's obvious they want to make money and are willing to gatekeep modes that everyone has asked for years to be added into it, and rip assets from their engine store to make it feel more exclusive and cooler. I think that what makes me the most disappointed is that they couldn't even wait until they finished the game to add stupid stuff like a radio that grants immunity from scavs shooting at you from 60 meters or more, or a module in the hideout that lets your friends join your raid if you're in trouble. There isn't anywhere on the store page that mentions this stuff being offline only. No, it seems like this will be for live raids. It's disappointing that we can't get functional and compelling AI to fight against, and that they have to be aimbots to be considered difficult. It's a shame we might never get working audio in places where it's do or die depending on where we hear. It's a shame cheating is now being made easier if you're willing to fork over cash to have more slots on the flea market. BSG, Battlestate Games, Nikita, you're better than this. Caving to the lowest common denominator for a quick buck, instantly ruining the now almost 8-year relationship and rapport with your community. I know working on this tirelessly day in and day out has burnt you guys out and then some. You wanted to make Russia 2028, but made Tarkov in the interim to fund that, and then Tarkov got too big for you to handle. I get it. You're done, and yet you still made tons of awesome and interesting mechanics, bosses, maps, and more. This game is a goldmine for incredible experiences, and there is a reason why this game is held in such high regard, to the point that other developers and companies are trying to take lessons from you to make their game more interesting. And you're willing to throw all that away for a new big pocket edition of Tarkov? Fuck you. I will continue to play and talk about the game because I still enjoy it. There's still plenty to go over and have conversations with, but I personally will not be buying the Unheard edition of Tarkov. The pay-to-win components are just too blatant. This whole thing is also an admission of guilt on their end if you think about it, basically saying, hey, we don't know how to solve some of our game's biggest problems, or, and probably worse, we don't care to fix them in the first place. Now, some people might say I'm making a big deal about this and I'm blowing it out of proportion, but we've been going down a slippery slope for a while now. Nikita has gone back on his word many times. Arena must be a colossal failure if they're resorting to something so drastic. It makes me angry, but also sad. A game I still love and still have some of the best elements of any first-person shooter out there is imploding as we speak. Who knows what's really going to happen down the line? If they'll double, triple, or quadruple down on this edition and their choices. But to everybody listening, if you want to have your voice heard and you do not like this, then just simply don't buy it. Again, I can and won't stop you, nor would I poke fun at anybody that did. Do with your money as you will. But I'd ask you to reconsider to use that $100 or $250 to buy potentially 3 to 5 Steam games currently on your wish list right now. You might get more value out of that money than a knife, some items, and a stash, and an armband. In regards to videos about Tarkov, I still plan on making them. Conversations and discussion videos are what I want to focus on, and maybe the occasional full raid if there is one that has some good fights and tells a better story. I don't support what is happening. I don't support what Nikita is both saying online and now in leaked interviews. His perception of his community has changed. He sees 1.0 as a goal that he will stop at nothing to reach, even if it means burning down the trust and goodwill of the people that made the game what it is today. You can disagree with the artist and still appreciate their art, and that's what I intend to do. People might not be okay with that, but for the time being, unless I want to pivot to other games, genres, topics, and ideas, Tarkov is where I started. My most popular video is about old Tarkov. I have a lot to be thankful for because of this game. Maybe over time I will slowly wane off of it, but I still enjoy it, even if I won't support the predatory monetization practices or the man spearheading them. Do with that what you will. Again, we're all adults here. You're free to make your own choices, and I've made mine. So let's just keep things civil, shall we? I've been critical of BSG for years now, and this is no different. Nikita has certainly gone off the deep end. It's an insane fall from grace from years prior. We can boycott the game for sure, but honestly, it's gonna fall on deaf ears. The money has been made. People leaving in solidarity won't do a ton for them. All we can do is voice our distaste with the decisions being made, the mentality being shown, and the disrespect being thrown at us, and this video is doing just that. To everyone that's made it this far, thank you. I know this is happening really fast, and something many of us love and cherish is being burned down literally right in front of us. There is only so much we, the community at large, can do, and sadly it doesn't seem like that it's going to work. The man himself has a goal and is going to see it all the way to the end. It's kind of a shame, really. As the years went on, you see Nikita on their dev diaries and podcasts talking about the game, and you can see the passion radiate from him. But I guess time has taken its toll. He's tired, he's stressed, and he just wants his whole thing to be over. It didn't have to go down like this, Nikita. The man that just wanted to make a battle simulator in a hazardous environment has been consumed by the very creation he brought into this world. And it sucks to see it all go down in real time. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Be sure to leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Again, please keep it civil. We all want what's best for Tarkov, and yelling at each other and calling people names doesn't get us anywhere. Keep it constructive, and be sure to subscribe for potentially more videos on a game that has, within the span of about 72 hours, ruined every single ounce and shred of goodwill and faith in the community had for it. I hope to see you in future ones.